Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
Time to have fun with Joe. 19 minutes before 12 o'clock, and today we're going to do the two-step. Joe,
I'm here.
You want to hit a two-step?
Do I have to?
I don't know where Robin is.
She's working.
Hold on.
She's always working.
Hold on. There it is.
You ever do the two-step?
I have no idea what it is.
It's a dance. That's how you dance, two-step.
Do you know how to do it?
It's country western.
When is Girls' Night Out? When are you doing that?
Thursday between 6 and 8. Girls' Night Out right here at the Paddock Mall.
Wow.
We're going to have fun. I got some stuff I'm going to be throwing at you. And
you going to do the two-step?
Yep. And I've already heard about, gift certificates that are being given away from different vendors and what have you. Yeah, so.
Nice.
And we've got stuff we're going to give away live on stage. Shrek the Musical, May 18th through June 11th. That's 2 tickets. Each one's worth $25 at the Ocala Civic Theater, your community-minded theater right here in Ocala. And remember, if you don't win, don't be depressed. You know you want to go see Shrek the Musical, right? Yeah. Give them a call, 236-2851. That's the Ocala Civic Theater. Very good. And from Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, your garden address is 1952. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens helps you plant things that make them grow. Throw away your brown thumb, come back with a green thumb, and they'll help you figure out what you want to put in the ground legally. 2610 Southeast 38th Street in Ocala is where they're located. Veterans, you get 10% off with proper identification. That's Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. And the Symphony Under the Stars, happening Mother's Day right here in lovely Ocala. It's May 14th, by the way. If you haven't figured it out, you get it together.
That's right. This Sunday, gates open at 5:30. The Symphony starts at 7.
And we've got 2 tickets. Each one is worth $20, so that's $40 of tickets there. I hope you're adding all this up, Robin.
I am.
Okay, I'm just checking all this out here.
Okay. It's for 2 adults.
2 adults.
Yep.
Okay.
18 and over is an adult.
Okay, very good. That's it. I'm done.
Oh, okay. Well, Joe, you have provided us with a $110 prize package on Fun with Joe.
Broke the $100 mark again?
We sure did. You are awesome. You're fabulous.
Just for now, I'm having a sip of coffee. Excuse me. Dang good coffee. Starbucks in the Paddock Mall. That's where we get our coffee from. Starbucks, they'll set you up with a good cup of coffee. All righty, Robin.
And if you have won any prizes from Fun with Joe in the past 30 days, you are not eligible to play today for this $110 prize package. 2 tickets to Symphony Under the Stars this Sunday, 2 tickets to Shrek at the Ocala Civic Theater, and 1 Bob Wine's $20 gift certificate.
There you go.
All right, the game today is doing the two-step. And the way we play the game is I'm going to, there's one word. The word is maroon. The word is maroon.
You're such a maroon!
I'm going to spell every one of these, but only leave out 2 letters. And with 2 letters missing, knowing that the word is based on maroon,
okay,
you have to tell me the answer to the question, all right?
Like kangaroo or something like that.
Well, no, maroon is the word.
Oh, maroon's the word.
Maroon is the word, yes.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We're going to have fun with Joe. If you want to play, you need to bet on either Joe or Robin. The number is 622-9622. We're going to do the two-step.
I'll give you that two-step in a minute.
Good morning, George.
That's George.
All right, we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Plenty of sunshine and very warm on this Tuesday. High 84 near the coast, 92 inland. A moonlit sky Tuesday night, low 58 in the coolest inland spot, 65 along the coast. Wednesday will be sunny and hot, high 90 near the coast, 97 inland. Remaining hot with sunshine Thursday, high 91 at the coast, 98 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Animist Foundation is the name of the Ocala-based nonprofit sanctuary dedicated to the rescue and rehabilitation of wild and domestic animals. Animist, plainly stated, needs your 100% tax-deductible donation, which will go directly to animal care. This sanctuary is run solely on donations. There are so many questions to answer. Please call 843-6379, and they will explain to you how these creatures that live among us are cared for. Please call 843-6379. Thank you.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing.
Here is your 30-second news brief. The Florida legislature has passed the state's budget. The $82.4 billion includes restoring Bright Futures scholarship funding and pay raises for state employees. 2 people have been arrested following an armed robbery at a Citgo gas station on Southwest 10th Street in Ocala. Another rhesus monkey was reported, this time in the Fruitland Park area in Lake County, and Florida Power and Light says they are ready to use drones to inspect equipment this hurricane season. And that is your news brief from The Source.
At Earth Fare, we don't carry any food that's bad for you. So you could shop here blindfolded, knowing that everything is 100% clean and good for you. In fact, we carefully select everything in the store as if your life depends on it. Because it does.
Lori from Earth Fair will be on the air during AM Ocala Live, coming this Wednesday at 11:05 a.m. with weekly deals and information just for you.
Live longer with Earth Fair.
What a Maroon!
All right, we're doing a two-step. All right, so there were 2 letters missing from the word maroon.
Okay.
And
how do you spell a maroon?
Maroon.
Okay.
Maroon. Okay.
I wrote that down.
And I'm going to give you all of the letters except for 2, and you tell me the word I'm looking for. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Sure.
Right. The first one is blank, A, blank, OON, and it's an Old West pub.
Oh, saloon.
Saloon is right.
Woo.
See? See how that works?
See how easy that was? That's sarcasm in my voice. Did you get it? If you didn't get it, I'll do it again. See how easy that was?
Yeah, that was
right.
All right. You're good.
And watch me do a rope. Never mind. Tightrope walk.
Did you bring your whip today?
No, why?
All right,
Darn.
now the next. Remember, it's based on the word maroon. So this one
Okay.
is blank.
Based on the word maroon.
Blank A. Blank AR blank ON.
Just give me the hint.
The essential. Oh, you don't want the spelling?
Maroon.
All right.
Maroon.
The essential element of organic chemistry is not maroon.
Oh,
The essential element of organic chemistry.
What's the
gee.
first letter?
Blank.
Blank. Yes.
Blank AR blank ON.
Yes, blank AR.
Oh, gee.
Blank AR blank what?
ON.
ON.
Like it's in maroon.
Oh, gee. What is that?
The essential element of organic
element
chemistry.
of organic chemistry.
It's called manure.
It's not argon. It's
Come
my
on, did
gosh.
you know?
Carbon.
Carbon is
That's
right.
it.
Who's the point for?
Joe.
Thank you.
1-1. We are
Like I'm back in
tied.
high school or junior high or
All
whatever.
right. You don't want me to spell it. I'll just tell you the hint.
Tell you.
All right. A usually Protestant clergyman usually Protestant clergyman.
What?
A
A
Protestant.
minister?
No, based on the word maroon.
Based on the word maroon. I can spell it. But you don't want me to, though.
Well, you're leaving out letters. What good is spelling it?
Okay. A usually
Unless you
Protestant.
get the first letter in there.
It's blank.
See, blank all the time.
Blank AR blank ON.
See, blank AR blank ON. He's leaving 2 letters out of there.
I
That's
know,
the
we have to
idea.
guess.
Because you're doing the two-step.
It's a clergyman.
I got a 2-step for you, Larry. You're going to be walking funny, but I got a 2-step for
A
you.
Protestant clergyman, right?
Right.
That's what you said. It's
Right.
What's a Protestant church?
Well, we have to guess. See, blank AR,
game.
blank
It's a,
ON. A Protestant.
Come on, do you know? Do you know?
Parson.
Parson is right.
That's it, person.
I didn't know that one.
Who's the point for?
Joe.
Thank you.
2
Just
for
keep
Joe
filling
and
me in.
Green. 1
You fill
for
the
me.
spaces in for me because
Nancy.
All right. Now,
I'm back in junior high over here.
Okay.
the embodiment of greed in the Bible. The embodiment of greed.
Oh, gee.
Let me spell it.
Blank AR blank ON.
No, this is
Oh.
MA blank blank ON. I'm taking
M what?
MA blank blank ON. I'm taking a word maroon and leaving 2 letters out.
A miser.
No, no.
M-A-N.
A blank.
M-A blank blank?
No,
Yes.
M-A blank blank.
M-A blank blank O-N.
Oh.
Yes.
M-A blank blank O-N.
So it's a miser in Jesus' time. What is it? What is
It's
the clue again?
a M-A blank blank O-N.
Right.
What is the clue again?
The embodiment of greed in the Bible.
The embodiment. Don't you know what that means?
Of greed.
Scrooge. I don't know.
Good morning, do you know?
Mammon.
Mammon is
Mammon,
right.
that's it.
Who's the point for?
Robin.
Woo, 2-2. We are tied.
That's where that song from. Mammon, how I love you, my dear old Mammon.
This is the
Give
song.
me the gold. Oh,
All right. This is based on the word maroon.
here we go again.
Okay.
And the spelling is
A sport fish from warm Atlantic waters spelled blank AR blank ON.
blank A-R blank O-N.
Right. A sport fish from
gee,
warm
it's,
Atlantic waters.
So with a P?
No.
Oh, thank you.
Blank AR blank ON.
Right, and based on the word
Is it?
maroon.
The spelling, I couldn't hear him, so that's all right.
Yeah, you can help. You can help, George.
Zaroon.
Garmin?
No, not Carmen. No.
Okay, next.
No.
Go back to your sales room.
A sailfish.
Go back to your office.
Come on, do you know?
Tarpon.
Tarpon is right. Tarpon is right.
How
Okay.
come you said it 3 times?
Well, because I had to get it in there before the caller did.
All right. The next
There
one.
was a caller, but I
You know,
had to jump in there.
there's a 2-fish limit, not 3.
The next one is based on the word maroon.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
2 letters missing. MAR blank blank N.
M-A-R blank blank N.
Right.
Okay.
And the hint is
It's a slender weasel.
a slender weasel? You go on a diet? A slender moron. I don't know.
A slender weasel.
Weasel. Marmoset.
Marmoset?
Marma.
There's too many words. I mean, too many letters for that one.
That's right.
A slender weasel.
A slender.
A lot of sometimes it's used for its fur, although that's not politically correct anymore.
Oh, it's
What, a muskrat?
that thing that
Is that a muskrat?
that thing that your grandfather was raising. Was that it?
No.
No,
Not that
it's a mar. It's a mar.
Used for
It's almost like a Monroe. I don't know.
Fur. Margon.
He just likes to torture the hell out of us. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Good morning. Do you know?
I couldn't hear the clue because everybody's laughing, but is it marmot?
No, let me tell you the clue. It's a slender weasel.
Okay, Twiggy.
M-A-R blank blank N.
It's M-A-R blank blank N. For those who didn't hear it.
All right. Let me tell you. It's a martin. M-A-R.
March? I thought that was a bird.
M-A-R-T-E-N, this one.
Oh, T-E-N. I'm sorry.
I-N is the bird.
I see. Okay. T-E-N.
Yeah,
okay.
That's right.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
The next one is...
This is based on the word maroon.
Oh, I'm going to give you a maroon.
All right. This is M blank R blank O-N. This is the American pianist Jelly Roll.
What the? American pianist Jelly Roll.
Oh, gee, that's the guy, the song.
What? American pianist Jelly Roll. What?
Oh my God.
What does a pianist have to do with a jelly roll?
Too funny. Oh my God.
Marvin.
Marvin?
Oh, gee, it's
What do you know?
Oh,
Morton.
Morton is right.
Morton. That's it.
Morton.
Who's the point for? Who's the point for?
Give it to Joe before he has a heart attack, please.
Morton.
All right.
3-3, we're tied.
All right, the next
What's
is...
a Morton with a jelly roll?
All right, the next
That's
is
his song.
based on the word maroon.
Play the
Okay.
song. Yes.
Leaving two letters out.
He didn't say the song title. He said a pianist with a jelly roll.
It's the pianist.
I don't care what he wears.
All right, M-A-R
M-A-R.
blank O blank.
Blank O blank?
Yes, this is a blood-making pith.
He just enjoys killing me.
Blood-making pith.
Marcotte.
Art.
Found inside bones. Blood-making...
Marrow.
Marrow is
Good
right.
job, Joe.
Finally.
For Durian.
Finally, I got 1 out of 10.
3 for me and
All right,
Nancy.
the next is based on the word maroon.
Oh, really? What a surprise.
It's M-A blank blank O-N.
M-A blank.
Blank O-N.
Okay.
Why didn't you say M-A blank blank O-N?
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. You said M-A blank blank O-N.
Oh, you want
M-A
the...
blank
you want
blank.
It's blank blank, not blank blank O-N.
Okay.
It's M-A blank blank O-N.
All right. This is notorious serial killer Charles
Manson.
Manson is right.
Gosh, you got that before me.
M-A-N-S-O-N.
That's right.
Not M-A-N-S-O-n.
No, it's M-A blank blank O-N.
No pause
All right.
between the
No
blanks.
pausing.
This is based on the word maroon.
Again, maroon. What is
Blank A-R blank O-N.
Blank A-R blank O-N.
Right. Johnny, who hosted The Tonight Show.
Carson.
There you go.
Oh, good job.
C-A-R-S-O-N.
This is
What is this? What is this?
based on the word
Based on
Maroon.
which one? Maroon. Oh, wow.
Not to be confused with Maroon.
That's right. Or moron.
M-A blank
M-A blank.
blank O-N.
I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him.
All right. This is the French word for house.
Maison.
Maison is right.
Maison.
Right.
I
4
give you a
for me and
maison.
Nancy. 6 for
All right.
Joe and
This is
Dr.
based on the
Reed.
word maroon. M-A-R
M-A-R
blank O blank.
blank O blank.
M-A-R blank O blank.
Uh-huh.
The former leader of the Philippines, Ferdinand.
What's his name? Martez?
Ferdinand.
Almost.
Martin. I don't know. It's M-A-R blank O-N.
Marcos.
Marcos is
That's right.
right.
Yeah.
5 for me and Nancy.
You
6
fill in the
for Joe
blanks.
and-
I don't know.
All right. The next is based on the word maroon.
It's going to hit him.
Blank A-R blank O-N.
It's the same as the other one. No, it's not.
This is
Okay.
language that is highly or specifically technical.
Yeah, it's got blanks in it.
Language.
Right.
Blank A-R blank O-N.
Yes.
Highly technical.
Good morning. Do you know?
Jargon.
Jargon is right.
Oh, jargon.
What's the
Yeah.
point for?
Robin.
Oh, we're tied 6-6. We need another one.
Oh, flip a coin. Let's see.
Hurry up, Robin.
A gregarious primate. Blank A blank O-O-N. A primate.
Blank.
Blank A blank
O-O-N.
O-O-N.
After the B. B-A blank.
Baboon.
Baboon is right.
Oh, good job.
Who wins?
Doreen and Joe win by 1 point. Congratulations, Doreen.
96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. In the fight over sanctuary cities, Texas hit with a lawsuit one day after its governor signed a law cracking down on them.
The League of United Latin American Citizens filing suit against Texas on behalf of a tiny town on the Mexico border called El Cenizo.
Michael Board with Fox affiliate WOAI. The attorney says the town's 10th Amendment rights are violated by the law. Former President Barack Obama speaking in Milan at the Global Food Innovation Summit, where he conceded the Trump administration differs from his own when it comes to energy policy.
And that's part of what happens in democracy.
Stressing the need to take the climate change threat seriously.
The good news is that in part because of what we did over the last 8 years, the private sector has already made a determination that our future is in clean energy.
Fox News, we report, you decide.
Heavy rain this morning causing backed up traffic all the way to
Please remove all laptops and
Folks, we're number 9 on the list for takeoff, so settle in, keep those seatbelts fastened.
What fries with that?
Welcome to Westin.
Travel can be disruptive to your well-being. That's why at Westin Hotels and Resorts, we have rejuvenating heavenly beds, a nutritious superfoods RX menu, and a workout gear lending program to help you stay in control and rise above it all. Westin, let's rise.
There are two things every parent wants when their child goes to college. For their child to do well, and a way to afford it. Now, with Discover Student Loans, parents can have the best of both worlds. Not only do our loans cover up to 100% of school-certified costs with zero fees, but we'll give them a cash reward for each new student loan if they earn at least a 3.0 GPA or equivalent. That means every A in history or B in math could help them earn a cash reward for good grades. Just one of the many ways we treat you like you'd treat you. Apply now in 15 minutes or less at discoverstudentloans.com. Limitations apply.
Ad Council.
The Colorado Elementary School going the extra mile to make sure students get a healthy lunch. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
If you've suffered wildfire losses on your farm or ranch, USDA Farm Service Agency disaster assistance programs can help you recover. As you evaluate the fire's impact on your operation, contact your local FSA office. If you discover livestock losses or physical damage to your property, our staff will work closely with you to identify what programs are available and what documentation is needed. To find your local Farm Service Agency, go to the white pages in your phone book or visit us online at www.offices.usda.gov.
It's a new day. Thanks to the Farm Bill, USDA's conservation programs encourage, even reward, farmers who are willing to make a commitment to conservation. There are voluntary programs which provide technical assistance, cost share, land rental, and incentive payments. Conservation, there's something in it for you. Call or visit your local USDA Service Center. Brought to you by the Natural Resources Conservation Service.
Healthy food and school-provided lunches has long been a topic of concern for parents at one elementary school in Arvada, Colorado. That's why community leaders and parents of students at Foster Elementary decided to step up and repair a garden that has recently fallen into a state of disrepair. The garden was created by a local Rotary chapter 20 years ago, and it was intended to be used by the school and the community, but recently fell victim to vandalism. It also didn't have a proper irrigation system in place, and maintenance proved to be difficult and too time-consuming to maintain. School leaders and the community have since come together, along with the help of grants and donations from local businesses, to get the garden back up and running. Some of the improvements include ADA-compliant beds, wider walkways for handicap accessibility, and implementing a new irrigation system. Next, they hope to build a fence around the garden to help deter vandalism. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
WOCA gets results.
Yeah, I love WOCA because they're fun to listen to. They're Larry and Robin start the day fresh, and they're funny, they're informative. They've also helped us with Therapeutic Riding Association, getting us players for our golf tournament fundraisers, and so they help the kids that are handicapped, make our community a better place to live, and they've been a very good partner for us. Wouldn't want to have it any other way.
WOCA gets results. You're going to love your new windows and the immediate energy savings when you work with Renewal by Andersen. you'll experience legendary quality installation. Visit renewalbyanderson.com for a free in-home consultation with the pros. Right now, save 20% on every window and door, plus 20% off installation. No money down, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 12 months with approved credit. Visit renewalbyanderson.com. Renewalbyanderson.com. Offer ends April 30th. License CGC 1524135.
Coming this and every second Friday of the month at 11 a.m. is Trinity Healthcare Medical Center with your host, Dr. David Kuhn. Trinity Healthcare Medical Center is Ocala's only progressive primary care clinic. Be sure to listen in and also check their website at thcmc.com. Then call them with your questions at 512-0000. That's 512-0000. That's every second Friday at 11 a.m. for Trinity Healthcare Medical Center here on The Source WOCA.
This is Jan Marino from Palm Garden. So often when you advertise, it's hard to quantify whether your efforts are effective, but I have a success story. In my travels to medical offices, I ran across someone who recognized my voice from the radio and told me that they felt like they already knew me because of my association with WOCA. My message to you, they're out there, they're listening. Truly, radio gets results. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, WOCA, The Source.
Hello, America. Welcome to the Glenn Beck program. Lots to talk about today. There's a new poll out. The press still doesn't get it. A new poll out from The Atlantic on why people voted for Donald Trump. We will try to help them through that. Ready or not, the robot society is coming and what it means for your job and the future of your children. Also, Ivanka Trump has a new book out called Women Who Work. The reviews of this book are astonishing. No one could be this bad of a writer. I haven't read it, but I'm guessing the reviews are a little skewed. Who would have thought that? We'll actually ask for your help to correct that here in a second. Also, Ed Henry is going to be joining us. He's got a new book out called 42 Faith. How can you erase the faith of legends and expect to understand their life? It's what society is doing all the time. Ed Henry is trying to restore the faith of one very famous person in history, that if you don't understand their faith, you don't understand their story. Except I've never read anything about this man's faith until today. Also, the Senate subcommittee hearing. Clapper and Yates will give you the update, because quite honestly, that's all I can take of this, beginning right now.
Of entertainment and enlightenment. This is the Glenn Beck Program.
All right, let's get started with the Senate Judiciary Subcommittee hearing. Excuse me. This is Clapper versus Yates. If anybody watched it, good for you. What the hell is wrong with you? Seriously, what is wrong with you at this point? That's what you pay us for in your time. We'll watch that crap so you don't have to. Let me summarize what happened. Yesterday, the subcommittee held a hearing about Russia's interference in the presidential election last fall. We heard from the Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper. I can't believe I used James Clapper and intelligence in the same sentence. But he was with former acting Attorney General Sally Yates. Now, if you are like me, that's enough to make you turn the radio off and just listen to the sweet hum of your engine, especially if you're in the garage still and the door is closed and your windows are open. Just breathe deep. It'll all be over soon. As these hearings tend to go, we didn't get any actual, I don't know. I like to call it information that's important. Some in the press would call it bombshells. I'd settle for some actual information. Clapper confirmed that European intelligence reports are accurate about contact between Trump advisors and Russian officials before the election. Clapper said the specifics are quite sensitive. Yeah, but this is the same guy who told us a caliphate is ridiculous. There's no such thing as Muslim extremism. So he's really not the guy to go to. More than anything, it was the theatrics of the day that further clarified the focus of both sides. This is going to come as a shock to you. Just if you're still awake in the garage, just press the brake pedal just a little bit, because it'll make me feel better that you're not moving your car when you hear this, because this is going to take you by surprise. What we found out yesterday is this is all about politics on both sides. No one in Washington actually seems to be interested in finding what I like to call the truth. The administration is there to defend their narrative at all costs. The opposition is there to destroy the president at all costs. Never mind the fact that Russia actually screwed with our presidential election, that they are influencing the culture of the United States of America. And also don't mind that the government under the Obama administration was leaking sensitive, critical documents and names and information. Don't worry about that. Get him or save him. James Clapper has a record of credibility. I was going to say that is as long as Anthony Weiner's credibility, but that probably... Anyway, in his open remarks, he said, the Russian government pursued a multifaceted influence campaign in the run-up to the election. Yes, we know that. We told you they would do that 2 years prior, including the use of cyber capabilities.
You think so?
The intelligence community assessment concluded, first, that President Putin directed an influence campaign to erode the faith and confidence of the American people in our presidential election process. Yes. Second, he did so to demean Secretary Clinton. Yes. And third, he sought to advantage Mr. Trump. Yes. Not because he likes it or Mr. Trump was involved. The conclusions and confidence levels reached at the time in January still stand, end quote. Later, he said the evidence of Russia interference in the election was, quote, overwhelming. Now, despite the fact that Clapper is generally as believable as, a United Airlines customer or customer service representative, this is unprecedented. This is serious stuff. It is worth paying attention to. It's not just another stupid thing from Washington. It's just being treated as if it's just another stupid thing in Washington, because both sides are involved. You know what this is? This is Sandy Berger getting caught in the National Archives with documents in his underpants. You notice Bush didn't do anything. Clinton didn't do anything. Why? Because both of them are involved. Both sides. Nobody wants the truth to come out. When the president hopped on Twitter, and I can't believe I just said that sentence, his tweet targeted the choice of Sally Yates. Now, Yates is the former acting attorney general that he fired because she wouldn't enforce his first travel ban. You remember the one where he hated all Muslims and basically anybody who wasn't white and foreigners. He tried to keep all of them out of America because they were Muslim, non-whites, and foreigners. Yeah, I don't remember her either. Anyway, Donald Trump is still smarting from that executive order fail. So he was more concerned with insinuating that Sally Yates leaked classified information about General Flynn to the media. For the record, Yates told the subcommittee that she did not leak anything about Flynn to the media. Yates told the subcommittee that she warned the White House legal counsel that Flynn could be a risk of blackmail by the Russians because they knew he talked about the Russian ambassador during the transition about possibly lifting sanctions against Russia. Our side knew that. Flynn knew that. The Russians knew that, but he wasn't telling anybody about it. Flynn later told Mike Pence that he didn't discuss the sanctions, which is part of the reason he eventually got the boot. Yates was fired a few days later, presumably for refusing to enforce Trump's travel ban. Now, here's the only new revelation yesterday. It was that Obama apparently warned Trump not to hire Michael Flynn when Obama and Trump met in the Oval Office 2 days after the election. The White House confirmed this yesterday. Sean Spicer said Obama simply didn't like Flynn because Flynn had been an outspoken critic of Obama's lack of strategies. This is what happens when you politicize everything. If you've politicized everything and everyone, when you try to give good, solid advice to somebody on the other side, they're like, that's great. Thank you so much for that advice. Now get out. Spicer added that if Obama was seriously concerned about Flynn's connections to Russia, he should have revoked Flynn's security clearance. Flynn was always a terrible appointment by Trump, but for some reason, I just don't think that Obama's words were going to change anything, no matter what he said or did. Obama's record of credibility is actually a tad lower than Clapper or Weiner, but maybe that's just me. I think in the hierarchy, or in this case, the lowerarchy of credibility, it goes Clapper, Weiner, Obama, three-way tie. You throw in about, 400 other representatives, a few thousand lobbyists, and everyone else you've seen quoted in the Washington Post, and you really have the ultimate tie in the race to the bottom, which I think is very nice. And if it could be a bottom, if we could put a chain and maybe an anchor on that boat, I'm just saying. Now, can you imagine the collective gasp if the Trump White House actually owned their mistake? If they actually just came out and said, yeah, we screwed up. We didn't vet Flynn carefully enough, and we regret hiring him. We're going to try to do better because we got to get out of this Russian mess. Or if the Democrats said, you know what, if Clinton won, we wouldn't care about this at all. And if next time the Russians are helping us, we'll forget any of this ever happened. We probably need to work on that because we really suck too. Can you imagine hearing that? Well, I just want you to know, nothing like that happened yesterday. In fact, just the opposite. It would be like them stepping up to a microphone and saying, yeah, you know why this doesn't make any sense? Because we're all doing heroin here. That's what's happening. Yes, America, the state of our union, our political union, is still strong and very, very fragrant. That is the update on what happened yesterday with the Senate. Now let's talk about anything that actually happened of importance to you. Well, they're not reporting on any of that. Good night, everybody. Actually, here's something that happened in Arizona that I'm trying to find out because, it's not reported. And so I would think that it's not true. But then again, this is the kind of thing that they never report. So I don't know what to believe. Have you heard about the shooter in Arizona, in Phoenix? What do they call him? The serial street shooter case? They've caught him. Aaron Juan Saucedo, originally arrested April 19th in connection with a fatal shooting in 2015. He was rebooked into the Maricopa County Jail on Monday, now faces 26 charges related to the serial shootings in Phoenix. This is incredible to me because have you ever heard of the serial shooter case in Phoenix?
Unless you're in Phoenix, I don't think it was a big story at all.
Not a big deal. Police Chief Jerry Williams said at least 2 more murders, including the 2015 shooting, had been linked to the serial shootings, bringing the death toll to 9, but brought the total number of shootings to 12. Can somebody quickly look up? Do you remember the shooter, the sniper in Washington, D.C.?
John Allen Muhammad.
Yes.
With Lee Boyd Malvo.
Which had nothing to do with anything. Why were you bringing up Muhammad?
I was reading his name. I thought it was important to say his name.
What a racist.
He shot, it killed 17.
He killed 17. Do you remember how big that was when he was up to 5?
Yeah.
We haven't heard. This is number of shootings 9, and the number of killed 9, shootings 12. Phoenix is a lot smaller than Washington, D.C. How is it this isn't everywhere? Other than, hear me out, the Mohammed thing was happening in the nation's capital where all of the elites and the press always hang out. And so when the press is affected, it's like snowstorms. If it snows in Washington, D.C. or New York, my gosh, that's all they cover. But if it snows like it always does everywhere else, they're not covering it. They're not saying that's not wall-to-wall coverage because it doesn't affect them. I swear to you, if it doesn't happen in Los Angeles, Washington, D.C. or New York, it just didn't happen. Just didn't happen. And they wonder why people voted for Donald Trump. They wonder why people don't trust the media. Well, because you won't admit that you can't even see outside of your own towns. I've not heard of the serial shooter in Phoenix, Arizona. They just caught him. And when I read it, I read his name. Now, he may have been born in America, lived in America, may be here legally. We have our share of dirtbags.
Yeah.
But you never report on if this guy is illegal or not. You never report if Mohammed was Mohammed and a Muslim or not. That had nothing to do with it.
Nope.
Because it doesn't fit your agenda when you do cover it. I have no idea what the truth is of the story, but we're looking into it now. Now here's our sponsor. It's Simply Safe. In Wisconsin the other day, a house caught on fire. No one was home. By the time the neighbors noticed, the firefighters got there at $40,000 in damage. Priceless items gone. Family heirlooms charred. If you could take one thing out of your house during a fire, besides your kids and pets and loved ones, it would have to be the memories, the things that are, I don't know, sitting on the shelves, the pictures, the photo albums, the hard drives from your computer. They didn't have a chance to get any of it out because they weren't there when the fire started. So who was there to save the house? Let me tell you another story. Simply Safe home security user, Trisha. Simply Safe, she had installed herself. While she was on vacation, her home caught fire. She was 3 states away. Simply Safe had the smoke alarm, went off. Fire department was alerted, dispatched immediately. They got there in time to save everything in her home. Simply Safe has round-the-clock professional security monitoring for $14.99 a month. Get 24/7 connection to dispatch and lightning-fast response time in emergencies with Simply Safe Home Security. Order today. You'll get my special 10% discount if you go to simplysafebeck.com. That's simplysafebeck.com. Order for a 10% discount right now on your home security system. Simplysafebeck.com.
Glenn Beck.
The fusion of entertainment and enlightenment.
We are one. The Glenn Beck Program.
Mercury.
I know how busy you are. Tanya and I can testify that I am the president and founder of the Last Minute Shopper Club. That's why Pro Flowers is the way to go. Mother's Day is this weekend. Now you can still send mom the 100 blooms for mom bouquet from Pro Flowers in time for Mother's Day Sunday. And with the bright, colorful flowers comes a free glass vase for just $19.99 plus shipping and handling. And if you really want to make a statement, upgrade to the premium vase and include the gourmet chocolates for $10 more. Choose the delivery date you want and ProFlowers will guarantee your flowers will arrive fresh and beautiful and stay that way for at least 7 days or your money back. There's still time to get the 100 blooms for Mom delivered by Mother's Day. Click on the microphone in the top right corner and use my code name Glenn at proflowers.com. You get stunning flowers, the free glass vase starting at $19.99 or upgrade for $10 more. Proflowers.com, promo code Glenn. Order today before you're out of time and ProFlowers is out of this bouquet.
Roush believes Sunday's win could be the start of a string of success for his race team. I'm Kyle Rickey. That story next on NASCAR Today, midday.
AutoZone has over 5,000 locations all across the country. But no matter where you're at, there's only one thing you can be sure of. It's gonna get hot. Heat causes battery fluid to evaporate, which could damage your battery's internal structure. That's why Duralast batteries are designed to beat the heat. Tested to start your car at up to 167 degrees Fahrenheit. And even though it won't get that hot in Alaska, you never know. It might. Duralast. Proven tough and sold only at AutoZone. Let's get you what you need.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. NASCAR returns to Kansas Speedway May 13th. Here's some reasons to be there. Reason number 88, Dale Flippin Jr. Enough said. Number 2, Keselowski-style cold ones are always BYOB. Reason 78, your memory of Martin Truex Jr. will be both crystal clear and a blur. The Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Go Bowling 400. Live, Saturday night, May 13th. Tickets at kansasspeedway.com.
Roush Fenway Racing won for the first time in 101 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series races on Sunday in Talladega when Ricky Stenhouse drove his fifth third Ford to victory lane. It has been a consistently good season for Stenhouse, who sits 12th in the standings. Team owner Jack Roush believes there will be more days like Sunday to come this season.
I knew that we had the right mix of people in the right places this year. If it would gel and we would have a little bit of good fortune that we would win races. And we'll win a race with Trevor before the year's over, unless I miss my guess.
The last championship for Roush Fenway Racing in NASCAR came 2 years ago when Chris Buescher won the Xfinity Series championship, while the last Cup Series championship was in 2004 with Kurt Busch. This is NASCAR Today midday on the Motor Racing Network.
Back.
This is
the Glenn Beck Program.
Okay. By the way, Marshall just tweets, I live in Phoenix and I've never heard of the serial killer.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me the tweet again. I didn't hear it.
I live in Phoenix and I've never heard of the serial killer.
That's unbelievable.
Is that possible?
Unbelievable.
I would have to imagine that was the biggest story in Phoenix for a long time, no? I mean,
right? 9 people killed? Now, here's the possibility of why it was never covered. Because apparently it was happening in a bad section of town. And so how many people are like, yeah, well, that always happens. No, it doesn't. You know, like we're not covering Chicago all the time.
Right, and it could be that.
True. I mean, and could it be? Because I hear this all the time. All the time. No, the violence and the kidnappings and stuff, they're not bad. Isn't it Phoenix? Or Tucson. Phoenix is the capital.
It was. I mean, there's weird stuff with that stat. But yeah, you're right. That
it's at least top 2 or 3.
One of the big complaints about it, though, was, these are just drug dealers killing other drug dealers.
Correct. Yeah. No. I mean, the kidnapping capital of the world.
Kidnapping, drug dealers kidnapping other drug dealers.
Right. It was like, it's crazy. We've beaten Bogota, Colombia. Now, where that stat stands today, I don't know. We saw it a few years ago, but it's still in the top 3 or 5. Now, how's that possible in the United States of America? Because of what Stu said. They're like, yeah, well, it's just drug dealers, kidnapping other illegal drug dealers' children or illegal drug dealers kidnapping illegal aliens. Oh, well, then I don't care.
I care. I care about people, whether they're right. I don't look. You're a drug dealer. There is a certain risk to that profession that I would say is implied when you start it. I'm sure that the murder rate there is going to be higher than obstetricians.
Yeah,
I don't know why I couldn't say that word. But, certainly it's going to be higher. However, I do think that there's I
think as an obstetrician in today's world, you have a better chance of going to jail than if you're an illegal alien drug dealer.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
That's probably true. But, there is an element of news that is focusing on the abnormal, right? And if people just standing at their gas pump for no reason being shot out of nowhere.
That's what happened with this guy. This guy was just standing in the street and just shooting people and getting away with it.
Incredible.
Street serial killer. Incredible. Never heard of him. They arrested him in Phoenix. Why haven't we heard of that story? Back in a minute.
This is the Glenn Beck Program. Mercury.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. In the fight over sanctuary cities, Texas hit with a lawsuit one day after its governor signed a law cracking down on them.
The League of United Latin American Citizens filing suit against Texas on behalf of a tiny town on the Mexico border called El Cenizo.
Michael Board with Fox affiliate WOAI. The attorney says the town's 10th Amendment rights are violated by the law. Former President Barack Obama speaking in Milan at the Global Food Innovation Summit, where he conceded the Trump administration differs from his own when it comes to energy policy.
And then that's part of what happens in democracy.
Stressing the need to take the climate change threat seriously.
Good news is that in part because of what we did over the last 8 years, the private sector has already made a determination that our future is in clean energy.
Fox News. We report, you decide.
Heavy rain this morning causing backed up traffic all the way to
Please remove all laptops and leave.
Folks, we're number 9 on the list for takeoff, so settle in, keep those seatbelts fastened.
What fries with that?
Welcome to Westin. Travel can be disruptive to your well-being. That's why at Westin Hotels and Resorts, we have rejuvenating heavenly beds, a nutritious superfoods RX menu, and a workout gear lending program to help you stay in control and rise above it all. Westin, let's rise.
There are two things every parent wants when their child goes to college. For their child to do well and a way to afford it. Now, with Discover Student Loans, parents can have the best of both worlds. Not only do our loans cover up to 100% of school-certified costs with zero fees, but we'll give them a cash reward for each new student loan if they earn at least a 3.0 GPA or equivalent. That means every A in history or B in math could help them earn a cash reward for good grades. Just one of the many ways we treat you like you'd treat you. Apply now in 15 minutes or less at discoverstudentloans.com. Limitations apply.
Ad Council.
Next Generation MD is the future of healthcare now. Listen in the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to learn how the future in PRP treatments are here in our area. Find out the many ways that Dr. Juan Jordan, MD, Charles Brooks, NP, and case manager Mark Shaw have brought the family medicine practice to a new level. Hear from the very people that benefit from the fine work they have done in this field. Next Generation MD every first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Share the love this spring with Oak Ridge Dental Care. Oak Ridge Dental Care is having a canned food drive now till June 21st. So the next time you come in to have your teeth checked, just bring in 10 cans with you and you will receive 10% off your visit. Oak Ridge Dental Care is located at 9590 Southwest Highway 200. Call with questions, 414-4952. Please note, offers not to apply towards account balances or dental services already delivered, and not in conjunction with any other offers, discounts, or reduced fees plans. Just Google it. Oak Ridge Dental Care.
Hooray for all the moms in our lives.
Right from the start, she was the one who nurtured you and supported you in every pursuit.
And this year, you are going to cater to her.
Call Honey Bay Tam at 352-816-0011 and order all her favorites.
No cooking for her.
If it's just the two of you or the whole family.
This is her day, and Honey Baked Ham makes it easy for you to pamper mom.
Now call 352-816-0011.
Oh, ask about their special candy selection.
Animus Foundation is the name of the Ocala-based nonprofit sanctuary dedicated to the rescue and rehabilitation of wild and domestic animals. Animus, plainly stated, needs your 100% tax-deductible donation, which will go directly to animal care. This sanctuary is run solely on donations. There are so many questions to answer. Please call 843-6379, and they will explain to you how these creatures that live among us are cared for. Please call 843-6379. Thank you.
Here is your 30-second news brief. The Florida legislature has passed the state's budget. The $82.4 billion includes restoring Bright Futures scholarship funding and pay raises for state employees. 2 people have been arrested following an armed robbery at a Citgo gas station on Southwest 10th Street in Ocala. Another rhesus monkey was reported, this time in the Fruitland Park area in Lake County, and Florida Power and Light says they are ready to use drones to inspect equipment this hurricane season. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Went to Guardians of the Galaxy last night with the kids. Took the whole family. I'm a huge fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. The whole family is. We're huge fans of the soundtrack. I mean, the summer that came out, we were on vacation. We saw it on vacation, and it lasted all summer. I mean, we made jokes. I am Groot the whole summer long. Right. It was a summer that will be burned into the memories of my kids for their whole life, the summer of Guardians of the Galaxy, just to put it into perspective, okay? I heard all of these movie reviews that said, oh, it's the greatest, it's so much better than the first one, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well, we'll see. Because that never happens. When's the last time you saw a movie that was better than the first one? And the first one has to be good.
I mean, I don't remember, right? I mean, it's been a long time.
Like years. What is it, Cloverleaf Lane? Cloverfield, that's what it is, Cloverfield. That one came out and it was Possible. Like, okay. But then the sequel to that was much, much better.
It's a weird example.
Well, because I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of anything where the first movie where they made a sequel.
Right, back in the 70s maybe, right? The Godfather.
Godfather 2 is certainly one that people would point to in that conversation. I mean, Empire Strikes Back is certainly one I would point to. I mean, there are a few examples, but it's rare. You're right, really rare.
So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I think this movie is close to the most perfect movie I've ever seen.
Jeez,
wow. Really? Yeah, I loved it. Tanya had the only complaint in the family. She thought the music was better in the first one, but as a kid of the 70s, not so much. I mean, I thought they did some really good stuff. But we'll start with it. I'm not going to give any spoilers away. I won't tell you anything about the movie itself. No spoilers.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, right.
I want to see it.
But I will tell you things like CGI, which you don't go to a movie for CGI. And CGI has gotten to the point where you're like, okay, whatever. Oh, everything's exploding. Got it. They do some scenes in here with some amazing things with, battle scenes and everything else that are incredible. But I can get good CGI in space all day long. CGI in the opening scene, they take, and I'm not spoiling anything, Kurt Russell is in this movie. They take Kurt Russell and they use CGI to create the Kurt Russell that I remember growing up in the 1970s. Okay? And I can't tell it's CGI. Tanya said, who is that? How did they get him to look so much? And I said, honey, that's CGI. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. I cannot see the CGI. It is, I mean, it's the most incredible. I see the CGI that just came out in the new Star Wars with remember with the general and then Leia?
Carrie Fisher. Yeah.
Okay. I could spot that a million. It looked like a game. And that's good CGI, but it doesn't look real. I cannot tell the difference between real and CGI in this. It's unbelievable. Okay. So the special effects are incredible. They do things like seeing the shock wave off of the wings of things when they're in the atmosphere that nobody's going to really appreciate. But it was the attention to detail that was just incredible. The script was funnier, I thought, than the first one. Hard laughs. Even the new characters, it's like, is that girl with antenna? Is she going to be a Jar Jar Binks? Stop. She was great. They all were great. Now, I don't like people go like, well, there were holes in the storyline. You can't jump into hyperspace. Shut up. It's a raccoon driving the ship. So please don't talk to me about holes in the plot. I didn't see any, but I'm not one of those guys who looks for those kinds of things. When I'm going to see a show about a talking raccoon. I thought it was as close to a perfect movie as anything I've seen.
And you're saying in the genre, or you're saying overall movies?
Name movies that you think were pretty darn perfect.
I mean, I guess you're going into more like Oscar-winning types. We put it in that category.
Movie. Yeah, I think this could win an Oscar for several things.
Wow,
but it won't. But it could.
I don't know. I mean, it might. $146 million opening weekend. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy, the original, did 94 and was gigantic. This did 146.
Second biggest opening.
Though. Yeah. That's domestically, because worldwide it's already done 427 million.
Oh, this thing is...
I mean, that's...
All right, let me ask you this. 2 hours, 17 minutes.
Ooh. Not a problem.
It was a little long.
Not a problem. Never slowed down. Never felt long. Never looked at my watch. Never thought, oh, geez, how long is this going to go? I mean, in thinking about it, didn't think of a scene. I can't think of a scene that felt long. Didn't know it was that long.
Wow.
Yeah, didn't know it was that long. I mean, this thing, I mean... I don't know, especially when you have a sequel, then the movie execs are like, we could make $1 billion with this one. Quick, get some more people to think it through. And then they have a whole room full of people that are like, no, well, that might offend this group, so you don't want to do that. Well, hang on, don't offend that group if you go with that joke. And they wreck the movie. I don't know how they pulled this one off. It's better than the first. And I can't think, I know there are other movies that are out there that are just flawless, but in this genre, it is by far the best Marvel. By far the best Marvel. And I like Marvel movies. Stu doesn't. I see every Marvel movie that comes out. I love them. I mean, this is by far the best.
When you're talking sequels, most people, the standard is typically Speed 2, Cruise Control.
Oh, and, don't even go there. That was a flaw. That was a flaw. No, I'm talking. That was perfect and flawless.
Yeah, okay.
That was colorless.
What a huge mistake that they didn't get all the original people back for that one. Wow, you want to talk about just burning money. By the way, it is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is the number 219 movie all time worldwide after 4 days.
Wow.
This is going to be a hit. It's going to be a hit. It's going to be successful.
Chris Pratt is, he's key to this movie.
Oh,
they all are. They're all so good, but Chris Pratt is he's on his way to being the Jimmy Stewart, Tom Hanks of this generation.
Yeah, he's a money printing machine.
Yeah.
And Hanks
but he's likable.
It's an interesting parallel because, came from comedy.
Yep.
Has that sensibility, but also can really act, can pull everything off, is known as a nice guy, never pisses you off.
Yep. He has a very, very, very long career.
If I were him, I would not be overly concerned with my 401k. I wouldn't be. I might put it in riskier investments and risk, potentially losing some in a market correction.
Right.
That's the sort of choices I'd be making. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's good.
It's that type of life.
So you actually like Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, and I don't like any of these movies, as you know. I'm not a superhero movie fan per se. I typically like them a lot more when they're sort of sarcastic and self-aware.
But aren't all of the Avenger movies kind of?
No,